YouTube. This is Big Country with Big Country Survival. The church and the Schumer hitting the fan. First off, I think the church is going to play a very important role in some areas. And by that I mean aid stations. And why do I say that? At least right off the bat, I see that. I mean, obviously it depends on the scenario, but I feel that churches will turn into aid stations, places like, and I've seen this happen before in local events where people brought stuff to the church and people who needed help went to the church to get help. Stuff that people had donated, maybe people that weren't even religious, people that were not Christian, people, all that. But no, they went to the church. And so that's what I think will happen in most cases, especially in your rural areas, because, let's face it, the rural areas, you've got farmers, people that raise hogs and raise cattle and chickens, and they got eggs and stuff, and so those will be the people that will be able to donate something. This is just the way I'm looking at it. People are going to be tithing their 10%, but money's not going to be any good, so they're going to tithe with what they have that's actually worth something, and that is food. So I see that happening. I see a lot of people not going to church, though. I do see that. Because you think about it, let's say you drive 45 minutes to an hour to your church right now. And I'm talking about rural areas. I don't really foresee, unless, your bug out group and your prepping survival group is your church, I don't really see a lot of your urban centers getting a lot of attendance on Sunday morning, if you see what I mean. I really don't. I don't think people are going to do it. I see, especially in that area, I see people that are of faith doing their own services, where they're at, wherever that may be. And there's nothing wrong with that. Wherever three or more are gathered in his name, so therefore is he, something along those lines. Therefore so am I. Basically, the more than three of you, God's there. God's always there, but get together. I see that. I see that happen a little more in the urban areas. I see it happening a lot. I can see it happening a lot in the rural areas as well. And I also see people being drawn to the church. I see people looking for answers, depending on the situation. People looking for answers, and they go to the church. Me, I'm probably not going to make it to my church. I live about 45 minutes away by car from my church. So I don't see riding a horse that far. But where I do see is going down the road to the church. Going to the church that's down the road. And I think that, I see that my area has a lot of little country churches. And I believe most of that is because, we've got so many Baptist churches. So why do we have so many Baptist churches? Well, there weren't always cars. People used to ride horses to church or walk to church, and so they put it, church sprung up close by, and everybody that went there was neighbors, and their own little farming community. So I see that. I see those churches getting kind of revived, and churches of that way, whether it be that building or not. But I see local people of faith gathering together, be it in somebody's barn or in an actual church building or in their front yard or wherever. I see that. And then I don't see a lot of people of faith just up and giving up on their faith, right? I don't see that. But what I do see is the potential for cults. Especially, another thing I see is the potential for cults, especially of those that are not saved and as of yet are not knowledgeable in the ways of the Spirit and in the teachings of the Bible. Muslims or Jews or Buddhists, whatever. Whatever. I'm not going to apologize for being a Christian, and I'd love to talk about Jesus with you. But, I see the potential for cults springing up. Those that are not knowledgeable of the Bible. And so that is part of why I'm doing this video. I've been saved by grace for about 15 years. I've been saved. I'm not trying to force myself on anybody. I'm not trying to force God on anybody. But I have been called by the Lord to do two things in my life, I think. If I do no two things other than this, and that is, one, to win souls for Him, and help show people the way to God. Not that I'm anything special, far from it. I'm every bit as flawed as every other human being on this planet. I'm nothing special. But all Christians are called, and I feel that, YouTube and my workplace and places like that, that's part of my calling. So I'm called to, show people, about God. And so if anyone out there wants to hear about Him or has any questions about Him, feel free. I will talk with you. I will talk with you about God. And the second thing that I am called to do is to show people the way to preparedness and help people, get tuned into the preparedness aspect of life, being prepared for things to come down the road. But at the same time, we don't put our faith in diamonds or pearls or chariots or horses. I mean, we put our trust in the name of the Lord our God. So it's a balance for me. I do what I can with my preps, but at the same time, most important thing is my relationship with God. And then I would quit prepping today if it interfered with that. I would just up and quit. I'd leave a lot of things behind if it came in the way. But I feel that I've been put in the place as a prepper so that I can help people. And right now, before a major collapse, this is how I'm helping people, to try and get as many people prepared, not only in their, physical preps, but in their, call it spiritual preps if you want. But, that's my calling. So, hey, I'll talk to anybody and everybody about the Lord. I'm here for you guys. Love y'all. Have a great day, and God bless.